everyone, and welcome to Control Alt Craft. Rose with you, and today we have another Sims 4 speed build. So today we are doing a new build because we got a new expansion pack. It came out last week. For those of you who have been unaware, the Sims 4 Discover University pack has just been released. So this build is for that pack, and to celebrate the new pack and all the gameplay options and stuff, I thought there's no way I can't do a new build. So that's what this is. So this lot is called the Foxbury Commons. And the way the Sims 4 expansion pack works for Discover University is that you have basically a world in which you have two different university campuses on kind of like either side. And one is very old school, like ye oldie kind of, I don't know, like an Oxford kind of university style. And then this side of town, is the Foxbury University. So the other university is called Brychester, and it's very old school. It's got old stone like buildings and stuff like that. And then this side of town is called the Foxbury Institute. And so they're more like the modern techie kind of university. So I am building or rebuilding the Commons area. So the Commons area is like a lot that your Sims can go to and study, get some free food, hang out, that kind of thing. And the one that we had in the game was kind of trash, I'm not gonna lie. So I decided to just completely remake it because I wanted a nicer place for my Sims to go when I'm playing. So this lot kind of doubles as a library and a study space, as well as like a cafeteria. So it's got a number of things going on that your Sims can get involved in as well. My favorite parts about this build are the downstairs skill and chill areas, as I like to call them. So the skill and chill areas, you will see we have like art easels, a debating podium, some chess tables, all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot going on around there. There's some couches as well where you can chill out. And then, of course, I also like the bike racks. So I tried to sort of recreate my own version of a bike rack. You'll see it in the build video as we go on. But because bikes have been added to the game and you can cycle around campus, I decided that it would be very cool if we had like a bike rack area. Bike racks are not interactable, it's just some lamps, street lamps, that I've just sort of repurposed. You'll see what I mean soon enough. Anyway, so this build only uses Discover University, Get Together, City Living, and base game items. I wanted to try and make a build that was restricted because I know not everyone purchases every single expansion pack and game pack and stuff pack. So I wanted to try and go with a bit more of a restricted build, so that maybe if you don't have everything, but for some reason you have those three, then you could totally put this lot in your game. So, recently, my YouTube channel hit 70 subscribers, so a big thank you to everyone who watches my junk. And also a massive apology to some commenters. I've had a few people comment on my videos over the last couple of months, and I didn't know. Like, I don't get notified, and I had people asking questions, particularly on my craft videos, and I hadn't answered them, obviously, because I didn't know they had spoken to me, and so I felt really terrible. I did reply to them, but I don't know if they'll ever see that or read that. And I do feel really horrible about that. So I just wanted to apologize. If you're a person who's been commenting on some things from time to time and I haven't replied, I do apologize, and it's not personal. It's not like I'm trying to avoid you. I'm just a noob and I clearly don't know what I'm doing. So that would be why. Anyway. So I just finished my Fire Emblem playthrough. I've been playing Fire Emblem on the Switch thanks to my best friend Jordan, or otherwise known as Ultimate Medic, here on my channel. So she introduced me to Fire Emblem, and there is a Gaming for Noobs video live on my channel already that you can go check out and watch me play it for the very first time. So in that playthrough, you will notice that I fell very hard for a golden boy called Claude. And Jordan was under the impression that at the end of the game you can marry Claude if you choose to. And so I was getting all excited. I was like, yes, I'm going to romance the socks off Claude. I'm going to marry him at the end of the game. It's going to be so wonderful. And that didn't happen, and I was very salty about it. Some other stuff happens, and I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil any of the storylines or anything like that, but I just did want to clear up for anyone else who was under the impression that there was a lot of marrying and romance options at the end of the game, especially because a lot of people online say there is. There's not a lot, and what there is sort of limited or sort of very endgame stuff. So don't get the wrong impression. But the game itself is still brilliant, and I've still thoroughly loved it, and I want to replay it again. You can replay different, you can choose a different path if you like, and there's 4 paths or routes that you could choose from depending on which characters you pick to align with and sort of what happens throughout the game. So there are alternative ways for me to play the game that I would like to try and check out, so that would be pretty cool. I have also been playing lots of Pokemon Shield, which I heard has sold more than 5 million copies. It's the fastest selling Switch game ever, and that's according to, I think it was IGN. So for everyone's whinging about Pokemon Sword and Shield and all their complaints, it still seems to be a pretty popular game. And I love it personally. I think it's a great installment, and I love just sitting on my couch and playing it, you know. I haven't had too many problems with it at all. I will have one little whinge though, because I do have a gripe about the buggy online interaction. So a lot of the game is focused on online interactions with others and what we call raid battles. And so there's a special Pokemon, and like 4 people can jump in and all try and battle it at once. And then everyone has the opportunity to catch it, and it's all rare and exciting. And the problem is that it's really difficult to try and join someone else's raid or to have someone else join yours. The way the online interaction works is there's kind of like a menu that you can go into. And it's supposed to be like a menu of interactions on one side, like whether or not you want to trade online or battle online. And then on the other side, it's supposed to be like a live feed of everyone who you're connected to on your server and what they're doing at the moment. But it's not live. It's like 10 minutes old, and it doesn't, what am I trying to say? It doesn't refresh until it's too late, and it's another 10 minutes is gone, and then all of a sudden there's your last 10 minutes worth of stuff pop up again. And it's kind of like it's supposed to be a live feed. So when someone goes into a raid battle and they pop up and say, hey, I want some people to join my raid battle, someone else can go, oh, I'll join that raid battle, and they'll jump on. But that's not how it works in reality. It's really buggy, and I'm not sure if that's just the servers that I'm on, because I live in Australia, and Australian servers are always crap, no matter, like every other game as well. Australian servers always suck. Or like I don't fully understand why I'm having so many problems. But I also know I'm not the only one. So that's my only gripe with the game, is that the online interactivity, there's a lot of emphasis placed on it, and it's a lot of fun when you can get it to work. It just doesn't work most of the time. So that's a bit of a bummer, if I'm honest. Well, that's alright. What else have I been up to? I have recently started watching The Mandalorian on Disney+. So Disney+ released a couple of days ago here in Australia. I think it's been out for about a week now in America. And my partner has subscribed to it, and he started watching The Mandalorian. So my boyfriend Matthew is a massive Star Wars fan. And The Mandalorian is really good. Like, the production values are like a proper Star Wars movie, but in like a, I can't remember, I think it was about 45 minutes, the first episode, which I've watched, and yeah, and it's really good. Like, the production values are brilliant. It's interesting. I quite like it. I like a lot of the acting, because the main character, at least so far, hasn't taken off their mask. They sort of wear like a helmet and all their armor, and you don't see their face. So it's kind of, they have to be a really good actor to bring across certain emotions, because you can't read their face, and they do it brilliantly. So it's really good, and I highly recommend it to anyone who's been umming and ahhing about it. It's really good. Actually, many of you would probably have seen Baby Yoda going around on the internet. My boyfriend Matthew wants me to crochet him a baby Yoda because he thinks it's so adorable. So I might have to try and figure out how on earth I'm going to crochet one, because I think it's called, oh, I can't even pronounce it. Is it aragumi or agami? Which is like a Japanese, I think it's Japanese, a Japanese phrase for like crocheting like little toys basically. And yeah, and so I've never really gotten into that. But obviously I'll have to do that to try and figure out how to make this thing. So if I figure out how to do it and I can do it well, I might try and do a craft tutorial video here on my channel so that you can all do it yourselves, but we'll see how we go. Oh dear. I also wanted to mention that my cold process soap tutorial is out on my channel, so if you did want to check that out, you can find it on my channel. Just after you finish watching this, go check it out. It is my cold process soap tutorial. So I'm a bit of a noob, but I give it a go. I share some tips, some tricks, some of my mistakes, and hopefully you'll learn something from it too. Oh, and just here in the video, I was just then doing the bike racks. So that's pretty cool. I think they look pretty awesome, and I hope you do too. Yes, so we're nearing the end of the build. I haven't really played much of the actual gameplay of Discover University yet, simply because it is a little bit buggy at the moment, but I'm hoping they'll fix that with a patch soon enough and that I'll actually be able to really get into it, because it's a little bit difficult to do. Oh, right there, you see I'm putting in bins right now. Some of those bins are actually from a pack called Get to Work, but I do switch them out with other bins from base game before I uploaded it. So in the upload, you will see that it's actually all good, don't stress. There is no Get to Work content in this build. And so we're at the screenshots finally. I love this space right here. Oh, it's just so nice. And this shot here with the easels is just so pretty. And the leaves filtering through the weird windows. Oh, I just love it. So this is my favorite space within the build. I tried not to overclutter it. It is a modern place. It's a library. It's a public space. So I try to keep it quite clean. But there you go. I hope you enjoy this build. If you use it, let me know. Share any kind of photos with me on Twitter or Instagram. And yeah, anyway, that's it from me, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye!